In the Roman foundation myth, a she-wolf, Lupa in Italian, nursed and sheltered the twins Romulus and Remus after they were abandoned in the wild decree by King Amulius of Alba Longa. She cared for the infants at her den, a cave known as the Lupercal, until they were discovered by a shepherd. So, this wolf, made from Egyptian porphyry, is said to be a representation of the she-wolf, as stated on the plaque in the Uffizi. However, I question whether that could actually be true or not, considering the antiquity of this porphyry. I know that it was widely used by imperialists. Even though it was located in Egypt, the Egyptians seemed to be unaware of the porphyry's use as a art making stone, because they didn't use it. Only the imperials did. However, so the she-wolf is important to Greek history as well. It was like the protected, like the animal for the god Mars. That was like his girl was the she-wolf. And the porphyry itself was a really cool stone. So it's super hard and difficult to work with, and it was really rare. It's an igneous rock that has this like red coloration, almost purple, which would have been the color of, royals or gods. So porphyry would stand in for physical purple robes Roman emperors wore to show status. It was extremely difficult to make, and it required the use of rare sea snails to make the dye that would go into it, which is weird. So the color itself reminded the public how to behave in the presence of emperors, which respect bordering on worship for self-proclaimed god kings, which the porphyry would like really, put a big stamp on, like a big exclamation point on that. So this she-wolf that was supposedly, involved in the founding of Rome based on Greek mythology, Mars, the god of war, that was his wolf, and she suckled the Romulus and Remus, and this little statue here is supposedly like an ancient artifact from that, which I think is pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool that they used the porphyry from Egypt and they brought it all the way, to wherever they were, Rome or Greece, and they try to make statues out of it. So the reason why I stopped originally to take a picture of this, like all cards on the table, is I thought it looked like a ham hock, and I was like, why is there like a ham hock in the Uffizi? And then I realized it was meant to be, probably something like the Capitoline wolf. I do see the little suckling tits on it or whatever, but still, to me, it looks like a really cool carving in porphyry of a ham hock. Again, I wouldn't know who the artist was. It was so long ago, nobody does. It's definitely early Roman, just based on the rock itself. Certainly not Egyptian. There's nothing Egyptian in the artistic, and plus the Egyptians didn't use this rock. So super early Roman, late Greek. It fell into both their mythologies, and I really wish I could have seen what the original statue looked like before it turned into a ham hock, because I think it would have been really cool. And I'm really digging these different rocks that they used and dug up and said, hey, let's make this into art. That's kind of rad.